Hey, welcome to today's video where we're going to be discussing how Fairway Mortgage is helping home buyers compete in today's hot housing market with its cash guarantee program. I'm here today with Jim Strawn from Fairway Mortgage. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Good to have you here. So let's just jump right in. So, Jim, what is the current state of today's housing market?
Well, the market's still sizzling hot. I mean, even though mortgage rates are kind of floating up there, and they're reversing their downward trend, now is a great time for everyone to be prepared, not only to give an attractive offer, but to compete with a lot of cash buyers.
How can Fairway Mortgage help home buyers compete in the market?
Well, the Fairway Cash Guarantee pairs perfectly with the Fairway Advantage program. When we pair those together, it creates an irresistible offer that gives you excellent leverage in today's market. Not only is it the same as cash, but we could even close the loan in as little as 10 business days.
But what is the Fairway Cash Guarantee?
Well, the Fairway Cash Guarantee helps you ensure that you have the most favorable offer on the table. You'll be able to negotiate from a position of strength, a position of cash, with Fairway's backing providing additional reassurance to the seller that the deal will close on time and that the transaction will go through.
Well, I know you guys haven't failed any of our agents or our clients yet, so you've closed everything on time, but I'm really excited about this Fairway Cash Guarantee program. But how does that benefit both buyers and sellers?
Well, the program eliminates uncertainty, and that breeds more confidence for both the buyer and the seller. The seller receives a cash guarantee that the money's going to be there, while the buyer can favorably compete with the cash offers. If the deal falls through, the seller has the option to walk away with $10,000 cash so that they can go restart somewhere else. And the buyer pays no additional fees for this program.
So you're guaranteeing that this is going to close. Someone that's been pre-approved, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but you're guaranteeing like, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, this loan is going to close, and if it doesn't, we're going to give you $10,000.
That's right. I mean, certain conditions apply, but of course.
How does the Fairway Cash Guarantee program work?
Well, there's three important steps, Jim. First, to get the Fairway Cash Advantage mortgage pre-approval, you go through the process. Second, we provide the seller with the Fairway Cash Guarantee. And then finally, Fairway sweetens the deal with the $10,000 guarantee if the transaction is triggered, but the seller chooses not to move forward with the sale to Fairway under our conditions.
So if the buyer doesn't, for some reason, can't complete the mortgage, they can't complete the deal, Fairway buys the house.
If we pre-approve that buyer and he can't close with our pre-approval, that is true.
Yeah, somebody's in the program's approved, they've gone through the steps, we've got the cash guarantee, we provide it to the seller, something happens. What if the buyer loses their job 3 days before closing?
Fairway buys the house.
That's a pretty good deal. What are the requirements for the Fairway Cash Guarantee program?
Well, first, it's the property. It has to be a single-family residence. Second, the buyer has to have the Fairway Advantage pre-approval. So have to have that in hand, gone through the process with us. And then they have to be sure of what kind of financing that they pick. It has to be conventional or FHA or VA or USDA, and certain exclusions apply.
And there'll be a contract addendum that explains all this and gives everybody the terms, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so pre-approval on that means they've done all their screening, like they're ready to buy. So when we go, we say like, this is like cash. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, Mr. and Mrs. Seller's real estate agent. This is basically as good as a cash deal.
Yes.
Except it's better because if it doesn't close, Fairway's going to buy it.
That's right.
So it's better than cash.
I think it is.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So what happens if the seller takes advantage of Fairway's cash guarantee and chooses Fairway to purchase the home?
Well, if we purchase the home, we will pay the original contract price or the appraised value, whichever is lower. If the seller decides not to accept Fairway's offer, they'll walk away with $10,000 cash.
That's pretty fair. I mean, you really can't get more fair than that. How can interested buyers learn more about the Fairway Cash Guarantee program?
It's a great question, Jim. They can reach out to me, Jim Strawn, over at Fairway Independent Mortgage.
Or you can call any of our agents here at Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Star Homes and we'll connect you. I'm sure this is a new concept. I'm sure you haven't heard of this idea. We are constantly bringing you the innovative ways to buy and sell real estate in Northern Illinois, Southern Wisconsin. Make sure you're following us. Make sure you're subscribed. Wherever you're seeing this video, make sure that you've got an unfair advantage in the real estate market. I'm Jim Starwalt with the Star Home team at Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. This is Jim Strawn with the Fairway Mortgage, the Jim Strawn Mortgage team. Give us a call and let's get you into a house.